Hey there, science fans! Have you ever dreamed of a world with cleaner air, quieter streets, and cars that run on electricity? That dream is within reach, and America is at a crossroads. We can embrace the electric revolution or get left behind in the exhaust fumes of history. Right now, we have a chance to make a real difference. Electric cars are no longer a futuristic fantasy. They're here, they're getting better every day, and they hold the key to a brighter future for our planet and our economy. But the road to that future is paved with challenges, from building charging stations to convincing people to make the switch. In this adventure, we'll explore the exciting world of electric cars, diving into the opportunities and the obstacles. We'll talk about the technology, the environmental impact, and the economic realities of this transportation revolution. Buckle up, because we're about to take a ride into the future of American mobility. The electric car isn't a new idea. In fact, the first electric car was invented way back in the 1830s, long before gasoline-powered cars hit the scene. But it wasn't until recently that electric vehicles, or EVs, started to gain real traction. What changed? Technology. With advancements in battery technology, electric cars can now travel farther on a single charge than ever before. We're talking hundreds of miles, folks. Plus, they're becoming more powerful and fun to drive, with some models boasting impressive acceleration and handling. But the real magic of electric cars lies in their potential to transform our world. Imagine cities with cleaner air, free from the smog and pollution caused by gasoline engines. Think about the impact on climate change as we reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. And let's not forget about the economic benefits of creating new jobs in the clean energy sector. One of the biggest challenges facing the widespread adoption of electric cars is the need for a robust charging infrastructure. We need enough charging stations to make it easy for people to fuel up their EVs wherever they go. Think of it like this. You wouldn't buy a gasoline-powered car if there were only a handful of gas stations in the entire country, right? The same goes for EVs. We need a network of charging stations in cities, suburbs, and along highways to make electric car ownership practical for everyone. The good news is that progress is being made. Governments, businesses, and even individuals are investing in charging infrastructure. We're seeing more and more charging stations popping up every day, from fast charging stations at shopping malls to slower chargers that you can install in your own garage. Let's face it, electric cars can be expensive. The upfront cost of an EV is often higher than a comparable gasoline-powered car. This is largely due to the cost of the battery, which is the most expensive component of an electric vehicle. But here's the thing, the total cost of ownership of an EV can be lower over time. Think about it, no more trips to the gas station. Electricity is generally cheaper than gasoline, so you'll save money on fuel costs. Plus, EVs require less maintenance because they have fewer moving parts. To make EVs more accessible to everyone, governments are offering incentives like tax credits and rebates. As battery technology continues to improve and production scales up, the cost of electric cars is expected to come down, making them a more affordable option for more people. Section 5. Range anxiety and battery life, driving into the unknown. One of the biggest concerns people have about electric cars is range anxiety, the fear of running out of charge before reaching their destination. This is a valid concern, especially for longer trips. However, as I mentioned earlier, battery technology is constantly improving. Electric cars are now available with ranges of 200, 300, even 400 miles or more on a single charge. That's enough to get you across many states without needing to stop. Plus, remember that network of charging stations we talked about? As that network expands, range anxiety will become less of an issue. You'll be able to find a charging station when you need one, just like finding a gas station today. Section 6. Consumer habits and perceptions. Shifting gears in the mind. Switching to electric cars isn't just about building new infrastructure or improving technology, it's also about changing our habits and perceptions. For decades, we've been conditioned to think about cars in a certain way. We fill them up with gas, we take them in for oil changes, and we expect them to roar to life with the turn of a key. Electric cars are different. They require a different mindset, a different approach to driving and maintenance. For example, you might need to plan your trips more carefully, factoring in charging time and station availability. But these are small adjustments that quickly become second nature. The key is education and awareness. The more people learn about electric cars, how they work, their benefits, and how to live with them, the more comfortable they'll become with the idea of making the switch. Section 7. The environmental imperative, cleaning up our act. Let's be real, folks. Climate change is a serious problem, and we need to do everything we can to reduce our impact on the planet. Transportation is one of the biggest sources of greenhouse gas emissions, and that's where electric cars come in. By switching to electric vehicles, we can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. Electric cars produce zero tailpipe emissions, meaning they don't release any harmful pollutants into the air we breathe. This is a huge win for our health and the health of our planet. Of course, the environmental benefits of EVs depend on how the electricity used to charge them is generated. If we're relying on coal-fired power plants, then we're not really solving the problem. But as we transition to cleaner sources of energy, such as solar and wind power, the environmental case for electric cars becomes even stronger. Section 8. The global race to electrification, America's place in the world. The shift to electric vehicles is a global phenomenon. Countries all over the world are investing in EV technology, building charging infrastructure, and enacting policies to encourage electric car adoption. This is a race we can't afford to lose. The United States has the opportunity to be a leader in the electric car revolution. We have the ingenuity, the resources, and the entrepreneurial spirit to innovate and dominate this emerging market. But we need to act now, by investing in research and development, supporting domestic manufacturing, and creating policies that incentivize electric car adoption. We can position America as a global leader in clean transportation. This will not only benefit our economy but also enhance our national security by reducing our dependence on foreign oil. Section 9. The road ahead. A call to action. The future of mobility is electric, and it's up to all of us to make it a reality. This is a pivotal moment for America, a chance to create a cleaner, more sustainable future for generations to come. So, what can you do? Educate yourself about electric cars. Consider making your next car an EV. Support policies that promote clean energy and transportation. Together we can drive towards a brighter future. Remember, change starts with each of us. Let's embrace the electric revolution and steer America towards a cleaner, more sustainable tomorrow.